Hi to one and all. Dear student, today we are going to start for the next topic that it is plant water relation. What do you think? Is there any kind of relationship in between plant and water? Yes. The plant and water have a great relationship with each other. Why I am going to say that? Because mind it, each and every living organism to being alive there is a requirement of water. Plant is also a living organism who required water to being alive. For the growth of a plant body, plant is going to take the number of different kinds of material from its surrounding like water, organic and inorganic nutrients, gaseous in the form of oxygen and carbon dioxide. This oxygen is used for the process of respiration and CO2 is used for the process of photosynthesis with water as it is a raw material for the process of photosynthesis. So here you can observe the plant obtains variety of substances from its surrounding. The productivity of a plant is mainly affected by the non-availability of water. Yes, it's okay. A number of different kinds of substances are going to affect on the growth and productivity of the plant. If all the substances, if all the things or factors are present in a normal quantity and if water is present in a less quantity, then it affects on the productivity of a plant. If water is present in a plenty, with all essential non-essential nutrients and factors are responsible for the growth of a plant body, then automatically the productivity of a plant it is very good. So only as all the living organism requires water to being alive, water is considered as elixir of life. Out of total plant cell and plant tissue, water constitutes about 90 to 95%. And this water is helpful to maintain the turgidity inside the cell, the shape of the cell, and the different activities performed inside that cell. So take that water. This water it contains two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. This one is one water molecule is connected to the another water molecule and it is connected to the next. In such a way, all those water molecules are connected together. They get gathered together because they have a force of attraction in between them. And in between them, there is a presence of hydrogen bond. If we take this water, contains two molecule of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. This oxygen have a negative charge and hydrogen have a positive charge. So this water is a most important thing to being alive. So is only called as an elixir of life. Let's study about the different properties of water. This water is remain in a liquid phase at a normal room temperature. It is acts as a good solvent. So number of different kinds of solutes can easily dissolve inside the water. It is an inert with neutral pH when water is present in a pure form. As water being in a liquid at a room temperature, it is acts as a good solvent and the pH of water is neutral in its pure form is so the water is act as a best transporting medium to transport the dissolved minerals and food materials inside the plant body as well as living organism. Not only that, this water acts as a good aqueous medium for performance of biochemical reactions inside the cell. That means to perform the metabolic activities, metabolic reactions, the medium is what? It is water. The water act as a raw material for photosynthesis. That water and CO2 are the inorganic substances used during the process of photosynthesis with the help of a light is going to produce the organic substance like carbohydrate. Now, if we take the actual properties of water, first, water has a high specific heat. That means it requires more energy to increase in its temperature. To increase the temperature of water, it requires a high energy. So it is called as it has high specific heat. It has a high heat of vaporization. To convert that liquid water into water vapor, it takes more energy. It requires more heat. Water have a high heat of fusion. That means it requires more heat, more energy for conversion of solid water into liquid form. That means for conversion of ice into water, it shows it requires a more amount of energy. So it is considered as a high heat of fusion. Now fusion means not combination. Actually the solid is get converted into liquid. But is called as a fusion. Why? Because two molecules of water now started to come together. And while the formation of ice from the water, the two molecules of water get away from each other. And all these three different properties of water make this water as a thermal buffer. You can observe these properties of water it acts as a thermal buffer because of hydrogen bond in between the water molecule. Here this is one water molecule, another water molecule. They get combined with each other. They come together because of the hydrogen bonds in between them. Here you can observe the solid water which is present in the form of ice. This ice is get converted into the water. For the conversion of ice into the water, it requires a high heat of fusion. For the conversion of liquid water into the vaporization, it requires a more heat. And for increasing in the temperature of water, it shows high specific heat. That means to convert the water into water vapor, it requires a high heat of vaporization. For conversion of ice into the water, it shows a high heat of fusion. And for increasing in the temperature of water, it requires a more energy. So these are the three properties can be explained very easily with the help of these diagrams. Next, you can observe the water molecule have a very good cohesive force and adhesive force. What is meant by cohesion? The force of attraction in between two similar molecules is called as a cohesion. That means the force of attraction in between two water molecules is a cohesive force. An adhesion, the force of attraction in between two dissimilar molecules is called as a adhesion. So here with the help of this diagram, simply we can understand these are the two water molecules. They have an attraction in between them called as a cohesive force. And this one is a water molecule and another substance. they have an attraction in between them, is called as an adhesive force. With the help of this diagram also one can observe the cohesive and adhesive force. Here number of water molecules are come together to form one droplet of water because of force of cohesion, the force of attraction in between them. But now here you can observe these water molecules or these droplets of water are present on the surface of leaf. Surface of leaf is another substance. Till this water is get attached to the surface of the leaf is called as a force of adhesion. So this is about force of cohesion and force of adhesion. Now you can observe the next property. Water shows high surface tension. Here the upper layer of the water shows more attraction in between the H2O molecule. Because of that, the surface tension of water it is high. What is surface tension? Surface tension is an tension which do not allow the entry of any other substance into that particular liquid. Actually, if we take here the paper pin, shows an more wet compared to the water, till is going to float on the surface of water because of high surface tension. Not only that, see here, this one is an water insect, can walk on the surface of water. Even you can take another example of the animal who can walk very fastly on the surface of water because of the high surface tension. These are the two examples. With the help of that, one can understand the high surface tension of water. Then how actually the high surface tension is observed on the surface of water? Here you can observe the surface tension in water to that fact that it is due to water molecules attracts one another, as each molecule of water towards the surface are going to make a more hydrogen bond in between them. They have a strong bond in between them compared to the lower layer of water. So they shows an high surface tension. Surface tension, molecules at the surface forms a stronger bond in between them, which result in the formation of a surface tension. The next, due to the high surface tension and high adhesive as well as cohesive force, you can observe very easily the water is get raised into the capillaries. When we dip the capillary into the water, automatically due to the cohesive force, due to the adhesive force and due to high surface tension, this water is get raised into this capillary. This is a level of water into this beaker. But as we insert the capillary into the water, here you can observe the level into the capillary it is more compared to the rest of water in beaker. Why? Because there is an more cohesive force as well as the adhesive force. The force of attraction in between the water molecule and this glass tube is responsible for rising in the water inside the capillaries, and mind it is the only thing responsible to transport the water from the root up to the height of very taller plants. And that thing is a significant molecule. So water is a significant molecule that connects the physical world with the biological processes. It's all for the property of water. Thank you.